What is going on, guys? In this video, we're going to do something a little bit different. I've got my friend here from Griggles TV to talk about our top 3 favorite things about Surface Duo 2. We've actually got another video going over the top 3 things that maybe were a little bit more negative, or maybe will be called a top 3 or a bottom 3. The top 3 things that we didn't like about Surface Duo 2. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see the other side, definitely check that out. I'll have it in the description as well as in a pinned comment. So without further ado, let's just jump into our top 3 favorite new features or changes about Surface Duo 2. So I will go first here, and obviously the elephant in the room with Surface Duo was always the camera. So my favorite new feature, my favorite change about Surface Duo 2 is 100% the camera. We now have a 12 megapixel wide, a 16 megapixel ultra wide, and a 12 megapixel 2x telephoto on the back of Surface Duo. I know a lot of you guys don't like the way it looks, don't like the way it's going to hold the device open in phone mode, but I don't think that's actually that big of a deal. I think having the camera is going to be a much bigger benefit than a lot of people are letting on. And for me, that is my #1 favorite change with Surface Duo. What about yourself?
You're totally on. The camera is a huge one, but my #1 is having that notification bar on the hinge. Now, I don't know how awesome it's going to be or how it looks like it's going to be somewhat helpful, but I love that I'm not going to have to always open the phone to see if something's went on with it. You know, I'm going to have the phone closed. I don't have to open up. I just look at that little hinge, see if I'm getting a call, see if I got a text. I love that. I'm so happy they did that. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but it's smart where they put it. I almost wish they put a little like screen on the outside. They didn't, but this is like the next best thing, and it might be the best thing. So I'm super stoked that they put that notification hinge. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, and it's kind of a novel solution. We've seen something like that before with some Samsung devices, but given that it's dual screen, it's on the spine, a very strange solution, but it looks very cool. So I'm excited about that one too. My #2 favorite change, as someone who spent the last 6 or 7 months using the Z Fold 2 running at high refresh rate, would be the 90 hertz screens on the 2 internal screens there on Surface Duo 2. Obviously, the original ran at 60 hertz. And then there's a little bit of jank going on, right, with Surface Duo. So upping that refresh rate, it does a world's good to making a device feel sometimes smoother than it even actually is. Can't wait to see, in particular, how these two 90 hertz screens will sync with each other and so forth. Could be very, very good. Yeah,
that's a good one. Definitely with the higher refresh rate and the brighter screen and everything. The performance. This is like, they fixed everything with the performance, at least on a paper level. Snapdragon 888. There's more RAM, 8 gigs of RAM. You still have a good amount of storage in there. They made it a modern phone, which it should have been last year with specs, but they didn't. But I'm so stoked for it. Like one of the talk about, lag or jankiness, you got that sometimes, and it was more than just the refresh rate. It's just the overall feeling of the phone. And I think they fixed it this year. So like they took that giant step up with performance. They took that giant leap to make this an amazing phone. So I was looking forward to it last year. I left a little bit disappointed, and this year my hopes have been brought back up, and I'll admit I'm kind of in a way hoping that it kind of blows me away and it makes me maybe get away from the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, just because that phone is a lot like the Z Fold 2. So I just wanted something fresh, and I think this might be the fresh device of the year. Yeah,
definitely high hopes for sure. My last thing that I am most excited about with Surface Duo 2 is extremely superficial, and it's silly to some people, but I can't help it. It's what I'm excited about. It's the Obsidian Black color. I absolutely love the way that black Surface Duo 2 looks. It's what I ordered. Don't get me wrong, the original looks good in white, but there's just something about that black color with that Windows logo in there. I think that thing looks fantastic. I'm a little worried about being a fingerprint magnet. Maybe a black D brand skin or something will match better with the black, rails around it to go matte black or something. But man, I can't wait to see what that thing looks like in person.
Oh, that's total. I ended up getting the black as well. Once I was like, damn, I got to get the black. I'm with you. I think the black looks amazing. I would have said cameras and display as well. Those were on my list of best things about this phone, like positive things, but I'm not going to rehash what you said because I agree with everything you said. So I think I'll throw an extra one in, is the bigger battery. It's a bigger battery, even though we're getting the 90 hertz refresh rate, which takes away from the battery, and you have more RAM, which takes away from the battery, and faster processor that'll probably take away from the battery. Ultimately, you're getting a bigger battery, so hopefully we'll get better battery life. And you would expect you would. You're getting like what? It's almost 1,000 milliamps more, I think, or close to it.
Yeah,
so,
almost.
Yeah, so I mean, they should see maybe an extra hour, maybe an extra half hour of battery life, screen on time versus what you got last year. So I'm super stoked about this because this is one of those devices that's going to need a lot of battery life. You're running 2 displays basically all the time, and it's got high-end specs, and it's got a high refresh rate. So them basically increasing the battery life by whatever percentage that is a big plus.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot to be positive about with Surface Duo 2. Obviously, if you want to hear the flip side of this coin and see some of the more negative things, some of the things you weren't as excited to hear, definitely check out the link to that in the description down below and in the pinned comment, because we did a video just like this on the other side. That will be on Greggles TV YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed there, a great place to subscribe to. This guy somehow manages to crank out like 2 videos a day or something, which is absolutely ludicrous. So if you're looking for more content, you don't have to look any further. It's a great place to get news and sort of similar stuff to what I do here as well. So definitely check him out. Man, thanks for joining me on this video. I think the guys and gals out there are going to really enjoy it. Oh,
me too. And this is kind of stuff I like, hearing what people think. So I would say it on my channel too. I forgot to on my video, but leave comments down below what your top 3 negatives and positives are on his video and mine, and let's get the conversation going.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Guys, stay tuned for coverage just like this. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.